Well, then, guys, good evening. Welcome to tonight's break. We've got brand new product break this time, so I'm curious to see what this one's like, so that I can pass my own kind of like opinion on it. We've got Panini Encore now. It was announced a couple of weeks, I say a couple of weeks, a couple of months ago, and I'm pretty interested to see what it is. I haven't actually watched anybody open any of it yet, so I just sort of like thought, no, I don't want to ruin it. And then we'll delve into that. Excuse me, delve into it together and see what we can find. We'll let people drop in a little bit more before we actually start breaking. So you'll have to put up with my usual brand of waffle before we get started. But hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. I've just literally within the last probably 20 minutes got back from having tea at my parents', but prior to that watching Warsaw painfully draw at home. I think dragging out the inevitability that we're probably not going to end up getting promoted at the end of this season. So another subpar performance, really. But it is what it is. So we are here. Well, as always, it's Saturday night at the end of a very long week, and I am feeling pretty tired, to be honest. But I'm looking forward to obviously breaking. We were wanting to plan to get this one broke last night, but it's mainly my fault, to be honest. I had a really busy day at work yesterday, and as a result of that, everything got a little bit mixed up. Was a little bit later home from work, and then we were a bit later picking up Ted from nursery, which meant that we had to do a little eat out, I think it was the word. So we didn't have time to then like bring him home and cook and all the rest of it. And what that meant was I wasn't at home, so I didn't drop the closing mini until later than I had anticipated. And then I wasn't available to keep things updated on there. So it took a little bit longer to fill than I'd sort of anticipated, and then it was just one of those. It was it ended up filling literally about an hour after I'd sort of said that the cut-off was, because the ultimate cut-off last night was around about 8 o'clock-ish. And my little boy had a slightly later night because everything else was delayed and getting home later and all that kind of stuff. So everything was that was why, because initially I thought, oh, I need to get this closed by about 7 o'clock to be able to then get live and all the rest of it. But as it turned out, I had a little bit more extra space with the way that things went with getting my little boy to bed. So yeah, so we're here tonight. In terms of what we've got coming up, so John will be putting up a tags post, I think, tomorrow, and aiming to break maybe Tuesday evening or Wednesday dinner time, depends on how quick it goes. But he will be breaking our second box of Encore. That will be our last box of Encore. And I'm not sure what he's going to break it with. I'm not sure what format he's thinking as well, because we may well, because this box in front of us here is a £200 hobby box of cards, effectively. So, and obviously, it can be when we would break that, we'd normally break it to allow, obviously, for we always allow £32 for shipping, because obviously we do our consolidated shipping with everything. And then obviously that rolls over, and then we have a nice pot at the end of it, because most people obviously take part in most of our breaks and are regulars with us. So thanks for that. But it means that we can obviously consolidate the shipping, but we always add at least £1 per team to allow for that shipping. So, and then with supplies, things like PayPal fees and everything that, like we normally build in around about a £50 tolerance with each break that we do, just to cover those fees. Supplies, I mean, supplies don't cost us a great deal. I think I've said this before, with top loaders and penny sleeves and stuff like that. That's kind of like a bit of a cost of breaking, if you like. But obviously postage is something that we can't take out. Obviously, you know, we can't rip a box at retail and then allow £30 of that to cover the shipping costs. So that's how we sort of calculate everything out. But it means that obviously everything is all integral. So the price that you pay for your breaks is the price that you pay. That we don't ask you an extra postage amount or anything like that at a later date. So it's something that's worked with the group for a long time, and we've got no plans on changing. I've got a couple of people watching now, so my waffle might be being listened to somewhere. Keep your eyes open, because I am very happy to announce that we have a new admin joining the group. He's not technically a member of staff because we're not that big, but it is. You'll probably know who he is, and if you've noticed on our admin bit on the group, we've obviously added him in, I think, yesterday. It is Elliot Barley. You may well have known him from his own break group, which was Oddball Breaks. But yeah, I'm very happy to class myself as a friend of Elliot, even though we've never met. And we have bonded over sharing stories of not only sports cards, but also bringing up a toddler, because his little boy is a little bit younger than my little boy, and I think a little bit younger again than my nephew. I think. Yeah, so we're happy to have Elliot aboard. I will be doing a little post about that, because as I say, a lot of people, you might end up watching this on replay, because a lot of you are busy on a Saturday evening. I will pop up a post because there are a few things that we are looking to improve upon in the group, and not necessarily do anything different, but improve upon in the group. Elliot is going to enable that to happen, and we're very grateful to have his services on board. So things like that I can share with you. Me and John, as I say, obviously, because we are busy with jobs and just life stuff, and obviously just running the sort of the business side of this is quite a bit of a time consuming for myself, and obviously my dad helps out with postage and all that kind of stuff. When we set the group up, we literally just wanted to focus it as a breaks group and nothing else, but we did want to have obviously a community aspect around that. Unfortunately, I think we're very, very lucky in the sense that we do have a lot of really loyal and regular customers, and that is obviously awesome. One of our biggest things is obviously we often want to try and give back to you guys, so we do that in one respect by trying to keep our costs on the breaks as low as possible, certainly compared to what some people are doing on Whatnot now. And I've got nothing against Whatnot people, all the rest of it. It's a completely different kettle of fish than what we do in this group, in terms of you'll get your cards delivered within a couple of days, and it's quick fire and always available and stuff like that. We'll never do Whatnot. I don't think. I can't ever see us fitting in with our lives, for the reasons why we're making a few changes. But we're going to continue, obviously, doing our breaks just as we always do. Same sort of pricing, same shipping, all the rest of it. But one thing that we didn't do when we set up the group, and it was a deliberate decision, was that we didn't want to sort of mirror or mimic any of the sort of buy sell trade groups that are already in existence on Facebook. Now, there are other groups out there, really brilliant groups, such as obviously Three Brothers. What is it? Three Brothers Breaks? Is it, or Three Brothers? I can never remember. Sorry, but it's Terry Kelly's group and Lee Jones's group, and they're really great, loyal group members. And they've got a really good like sort of community going on theirs. So we don't want to like steal their ideas or anything like that. And then there's obviously NFL Traders UK that's superb, and there's a couple of other groups that I don't use as much, but those are the ones that I tend to like sort of like value in terms of like obviously being in an integral part of the community in the UK. We've obviously got other people who are breakers and things like that, and there's like been, obviously, you guys will mostly know about like obviously Stateside who have moved over to Whatnot. You've got Gridiron, again, who are friends of the group, and they've moved over to Whatnot. And yeah, it's just we're sort of we've sort of, I don't want to say sort of stayed here and stayed stagnant, but I think that we probably, I think with other people going on to Whatnot and things like that, we've probably got a little bit of room to develop and take up the slack within the community. So one side of things is that we're looking at because I never can break on a Monday, we're looking at making Mondays as a bit of a sort of a community buy sell trade type of day every week. I'm not even sure, like, we could call it Market Monday or something cheesy like that. I genuinely don't know, but yeah, we're thinking basically on Mondays we'll accept people putting buy sell trade posts up in the group. We won't accept anything that isn't already priced up. But what I would say to that is, if you do want help pricing some of your cards because you want to sell them, if you send us a message, obviously at Swift Breaks, there'll be me, Elliot, and my brother all there. We'll be happy to look at them and guide you through a process that we would follow to help you. Not, it's that whole like, you can, what is it? Oh God, the old proverb of you can give a fish to somebody every day, but like you give them a rod and they can get the fish themselves, type of thing. So we'll show you we can sort of like educate you on a bit of a process that you might want to follow that would help you price your cards. But any posts that don't have clear pricing on there is a no-go. If you're looking to trade, it's slightly different, obviously, but it would have to be a trade only post, like or what I would say to you is put a trade up there and then put what your selling price would be, but say that you're open to trades on that post. But that's what my thoughts are. As I say, in the past, the reasons that we haven't done it is, especially buy sell trade stuff, is that we don't want to miss something where somebody gets scammed effectively. We're very, very anti-scammer in the group, and we just don't want that to happen to anybody. Anybody who is caught scamming or involved in any kind of shady practices within our group that we can obviously sort of verify, they won't be a group member anymore. It's as simple as that. We have had instances where we've had members in the group who have maybe upset other people through doing bad trades or bad sales or things like that, who we have been told about and then made the sort of executive decision to leave them in the group. Not because nothing's like a major scammer kind of thing, but because we personally haven't had a problem with it and we can't verify what they've done elsewhere, not that we don't trust people or whatever, but you can see what I'm talking about. Things get like this. As soon as you open your forum up to buy, sell, trade, it can be like a minefield. So we will monitor that a lot, and obviously if we have like new members coming in and we don't know who they are and they're not verifiable or they're not in the UK or something like that, we just won't approve their posts, and we'll just give them feedback, and if they want to leave, hopefully like there'll be a new member, and it'll just take care of itself. So we'll still be really, really strict with what we allow to go up. And we'll kind of like ask people to have an element of common sense as well, because there's a lot of cross posting posts and stuff like that. And we don't want to get into the realms of, people doing cross posts on stuff, and then we'll okay it on a Monday and the stuff's already sold elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? And then again, that gets messy. But yeah, I think that if we can have it as Monday is our sort of buy, sell, trade day, and if we're open to ideas again, if you want to get inventive with that, by all means, like we're happy to talk to you to help you through, and as I say, help you value your cards and all that kind of stuff. Other than that, one of the other things that Elliot is going to help us with is basically making sure that we're doing regular giveaways. We used to, when we first started the group, it was one of our mainstays that we did freebie Fridays, and as time wore on, and I think we started it when people were like kind of like in lockdowns and all that kind of stuff, and me and John both had a lot more time ourselves to like admin giveaways and stuff like that, sort through cards for giveaways and everything. And then time wore on, and I think we went through a phase where it was almost like taking us a week to draw the previous week's Freebie Friday, which is a little bit farcical and not what we wanted to do. No, through no ill intent, it was just like we literally just forgotten to do it, to do the giveaways, and it just didn't sit right with us, so we stopped doing the Freebie Fridays. So yeah, Elliot's going to help out with that. So again, massive thanks to him. And I think I'm right in saying that Elliot's quite happy to sort of help us do the odd social media posts. So help us do posts for the hits that we get, and then do like obviously a little post on social media to try and get new people into the group, because we are noticing that it is especially during this off season. We're noticing, like we've noticed a real dip in participation. Like our core members are there, but a lot of the people who used to dip in and out of breaks, and the teams that used to still sell, but they'd have like different names against them, across the course of a month, we've noticed that those sort of teams are sticking around rather than sort of like we haven't snap filled a break in a long time. And most of the time we're sort of like we're getting to about halfway, and then after that, from halfway to like around about 10 teams, which is when we sort of start about minis, we've got like about that 5 or 6 team sort of tolerance that isn't that where the teams are sticking. Then, as you can understand, we then do the price drops, which we don't always plan to have to do. And then it just eats into everything else really, because obviously then when we have to do more minis, obviously every single transaction that we have go through PayPal. Thank you to those who do pay bank transfer, because it probably levels it out on some respect, but obviously PayPal does a transaction charge of I think about 30p per transaction. So if we think that we're going to do 1 mini and then we end up doing 3 minis, obviously that's an additional cost to us, and more transactions as well, if that makes sense, because we might have 5 teams that we thought were going to be 5 transactions, that then turns into a mini that then has 10 transactions. So it's just that kind of thing does affect us in the group. Nothing major to worry about at the moment. We're still fine, and we are filling out most of our breaks within a couple of weeks. Lol, we wouldn't be here if it was taking that long, but within a couple of days, which is on a par. But and it always does dip off. in the off season, and then picks up as we head towards obviously pre-season and all of that. But yeah, we're in a bit of a quagmire. I mean, we've still got Optic to come out in a couple of weeks. We've still got Select to come out in a couple of weeks. We've got Immaculate, Impeccable, obviously NT, and then there's Clearly Don Russ, which is one that's due, Phoenix. So there's still a lot of sets still to come out, and yeah, there's a bit of fatigue going around, I think, at the moment in general, with a lot of stuff. So yeah, so we obviously we do the best that we can, but yeah, so Elliot's going to come on and help us out with those bits and bobs, and that's the main reason why. We just want to try and see if we can get a bit more interest in the breaks in the group and on social media and all of that kind of stuff, because it all helps out one way or the other. So 7 people watching now, which is a decent tally for us to get started. We've got Malcolm, all good Malcolm, and we got Wendy as well. So yeah, sorry for waffling your ear off. I think I've waffled for long enough. We've got Dave in the house as well, so that is all good. Dave had an absolute blinder on the Mini, picking up the Commanders and the Patriots. I don't think that could have been a better result for anybody really, but especially not Dave. So congrats on that one, Dave. So yeah, so that's me with me waffle, and having Elliot as an admin, and big thanks for me for him to offering to help out. And it is going to be a bit on an ad hoc kind of thing with him, and he might do some admin duties in some other groups and stuff like that. It's no skin off our nose. We're more than happy, but we just want him to. He really wanted to keep his nose in the hobby and enjoy it on his own time, and that was something that we can kind of obviously offer him here, really. So we're really grateful for that. What else are we talking about? The only other thing is to bring up, I think, after Encore, obviously, which was released, was it Wednesday? Was it Friday? I can't remember. Maybe it was Friday. I think it was Friday. No, it was Wednesday, wasn't it? Sorry. So I don't think that our next release for football, I think, is actually going to be Optic. Now, that comes out on the 11th of April. So they couldn't quite find, because we actually go away for a couple of weeks over Easter. So that's going to be one of the things where you'll see Elliot a lot more posting as an admin in the group, because he will be breaking at least one box of Optic for us, and then he'll be keeping the sort of the lights on while we're here. We've got a few Easter giveaways planned and that type of stuff. So yeah, it'll be cool for you guys as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, really. So we've got a few people watching, so I will whiz through the team list, and we'll get ripping some cards. In terms of what we're going to have next, as I say, John's going to do an Encore break next. He'll drop it I think he'll drop it on Monday or tomorrow night. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what the content of that will be, but obviously it'll be another Encore break, and he might even do it as a pick one get one or something like that. But we'll see what he fancies. Next on from that, I think I'll probably do another Illusions football break. It'll be a lot cheaper than the first sort of boxes that we broke of Illusions, just purely because the price has dropped quite a lot. So it's kind of a really good product, because you've got 3 autos and 2 memorabilia, but for a licensed product, and I love Illusions. I'll probably do that sort of tail part of next week, maybe into the weekend, a little bit like this one, because we are on a product drought, as I say again, until Optic comes out in a couple of weeks' time. And then the following week, I'll probably look to just do a really cheap retail mixer with you guys, because I'm looking on my shelves, and in the absence of new hobby releases, we've got things like I've got a Mosaic value box, we've got a Prism value box, we've got Donruss Retail, Rookies and Stars Retail. We've got Obsidian International, Prism International. We've got some Prism Retail boxes, and then we've got some Blasters of Mosaic, Prism, and Donruss as well. So we could probably do quite a high card count, quite an interesting break, like that's just pure retail, and we'll do that, as I say, before we go away on holiday. So yeah, that's where we are in terms of what's coming up. So yeah, let's get started on this one. So this is obviously break 450, which is insane to think that we've hit 450. But starting us off from the mini, we've got the Arizona Cardinals with Robert going to Robert Marion. And then we've got the Falcons that were picked up by Robert Miller from the mini. Elaine Dumo picked up the Ravens. We've got Malcolm Campbell with the Bills. We've got Dave Bulgin with the Panthers. Matthew Hawker with the Bears. Jack Best with the Bengals. Jamal Workman with the Browns. Scott Stables with the Cowboys. Alain Dumo with the Broncos from the mini. We've got Wendy picking up the Lions from the mini. And then we've got Kevin Abraham with the Packers. I think, Kevin, it's your first break with us, mate. So welcome aboard. And thanks for joining in, but good luck with the Packers. We got the Texans with Wendy Chandler, the Colts with Wendy Chandler, the Jags with Laura Madden, Chiefs with Malcolm Campbell, Chargers with Cy James, as well as the Raiders. We got the Rams with Jake Martin, Finns with Martin Payne, Vikings with Gareth Edmonds. We got Patriots, as I said, going to from the mini to Dave Kirkwood, Jamie Coots with the Saints, Christopher Barry Bartlett Legg with the Giants, Bill Campbell with the Jets, Robert Miller with the Eagles, Kev Holcomb with the Steelers, Grant Coombs with the 49ers, and then we've got Dave Bulgin with the Seahawks and the Bucks, Wendy Chandler with the Titans, and then we've got the Commanders again from the mini going to Dave Kirkwood. So good luck and congratulations with that one, Kev. Yeah, cool. Good to see you in the chat, mate. That is awesome. Just so that you know, I think I explained a little bit, obviously, in the text that I gave you. And I don't know if you've got all my waffle at the start, but as I say, because we don't charge additional for postage, all we do is we take an allowance from every single one of our breaks that attributes up and then consolidates into our postage, and that means that every 3 weeks we have a 3-week post cycle. So everything that you have picked up in breaks from us is sent out to you every 3 weeks, effectively. The next post week is going to be the 9th of April. Well, the post day is Wednesday, April the 9th. So that will be when these cards come out to you. In terms of packaging, all cards are penny sleeved, and then anything that is like a base insert or base rookie or parallel and higher will be, at the very least, top loaded. If we do hit a particularly expensive card, we'll normally give you the option to have a one touch, because some people want stuff in one touches, some people want stuff it just kept in the top loaders, because, like, for grading purposes and things like that, the less they get handled, the better, kind of thing. But different collectors are different aims. But yeah, just any questions, as I say, just give us an answer. Give us a question, give us a shout on direct message or whatever, and me and John will always help, or Elliot, obviously, as it is now. And yeah, that is all good. So let us get going, because I've been waffling way too long. So, the way we're going to do this, we're going to start with the Donruss Blaster. Again, looking for a downtown. We're going to then switch over to the Panini Prism, and then we'll finish off with the Encore Hobby Box and see what that's all about. So, good luck, guys. I still think of all the Donruss we've opened, because we've opened, I think, at least one case worth of blasters. I think or have we? I don't think we have, actually. I think we've still got probably 3 blasters left from our first blaster case of Donruss. Although John I know John did have some boxes, Donruss boxes out of that box, and I think he's since passed them back to my dad to put them back into the shop. So we haven't hit a downtown yet this year, which is really frustrating. But I'm sure we will do one day. Is today that day? So Donruss. Well, yeah, we've opened the Costco boxes. We've had I haven't opened any Donruss Megas. We've had the blasters. We've had the retail boxes, and obviously we had quite a few. Probably 3 hobby boxes as well. And I know the boxes that we sold, the hobby boxes that we sold to other breakers, didn't have a downtown in them either. So we're definitely due a downtown soon. So here we go, guys. Starting us off. We've got Warren Moon. I don't think he has yet, Wendy. I think me and John were talking about it at the football, and he said with Russell Wilson heading off to the Giants now, he's sort of like very slim amount of teams, and like you say, his attitude will probably rule him out of a lot of teams as well. Anyway, Warren Moon, Darius Slay, Najee Harris, Fred Warner, Khalil Mack, Matt Stafford, Zach Thomas, Cameron Jordan, and our first parallel. He's a rated rookie. It's a nice one for the Pats. That is a red press-proof rated rookie of Drake May for the Pats. So that's a nice one. Drake May, I'll tell you what, Drake May has been quite elusive for most of the season, I would say, for us here at Swift Breaks, but he's definitely been showing up a lot more in recent breaks. And there is a good one for the Chargers, old lad McConkey. Who took the Chargers in the end? Cy James. I was going to say I didn't think the Chargers went into a mini. And then for the Cowboys, we've got Ryan Flournoy. Flournoy? See, I would say Flournoy, but I'm going to guess that's not correct. I'd say it's going to be Flournoy or something like that for the Cowboys. And then finishing off, we've got Mike Williams, Devon Witherspoon, Simeon Rice, and Bijan Robinson. Okay, then here we go. So Dexter Manley, Kendrick Bourne. So it looks like we've got a insert out this one. DeAndre Swift, sorry. Jake Ferguson, Levante David, Roger Werley, L'Jarius Sneed, Chubb Hubbard. And then we've got a Legend Series Archie Manning for the Saints. And we finally managed to have my little boy's belated birthday party today. It was a very nice time. I think we were about 4 people down on the original numbers, though, which was a bit of a shame. But he had a whale of a time, and to be fair, I think 8 kids is about right. I don't think any more than that. I think we would have had a small riot on our hands. We got Ben Sinnott there for the Commanders, but yeah, he was poorly at the start of the month. With a nasty cough, and we didn't want to spread it because we weren't too sure if it was going to get better or worse when it was his birthday. And very fortunate that was delayed till today. And Jermaine Burton, rated rookie for the Bengals. So that was fun today anyway. And then we got a Jamal Lewis, Kyle Hamilton, Russell Douglas, Zach Moss, and a kid reporter. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I had a good Saturday at least. Normally ask that question on a Sunday, don't I? Empty pack. So we've got a Romeo Dubes, Travis Kelce, CJ Stroud, Jalen Hurts, Nico Collins, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Hines Allen, Jacoby Myers, Quentin Johnson, and then a rookie revolution of Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. So, yeah, it's a revolution. Obviously, Revolution is a brand in its own right, and that is that card is so reminiscent of Revolution cards from other stuff. I think they did it WWE, soccer, they've always done it basketball. But nice rookie Revolution there. Dylan Loeb for the Raiders. Then we've got Deshaun Watson, Jared Stidham, Aiden Hutchinson, and Devin Singletary. I've forgotten how bitty this year's. They're very like flimsy packs. This year's Don Ross, a little bit brittle. So Patrick Mahomes, and Jair Alexander, Brett Favre, Devonta Smith, Kobe Turner, Gus Edwards, Jalen Ramsey, Ricky Jackson. We've got a Lamar Jackson sort of Don Ross throwback there. I feel like the hay fever's hit me a bit today. Eddie Green Cooper for the Packers, rated rookie. So Jace McClellan for the Falcons. And then we've got Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Jackson Smith and Jeba, Kyler Murray, and again another kid reporter. Again, 2 packs of Don Ross. Up to 10 people watching. We had 7 early on, and we've got 10 now. So pack. Okay, so George Pickens, Brandon Ayuk, Jahan Dotson, Bailey Zappi, Jim Hart, Steve Young, Calvin Ridley, Deontay Johnson, and then a white hot rookie. The white hot rookies. They're all right in saying they're retail exclusives, so you don't find those in hobby. I think I read that the other day when I was reading. I think I was looking through checklists. I was reading about checklists or looking. Oh no, that was it. I was looking at how people have advertised the Don Ross retail boxes, because obviously they've got downtowns in them. I was just curious how people had wrote descriptions about those boxes. White hot rookie for Jonathan Brooks for the Panthers. We've got Jalen Wright for the Dolphins. And a Jared Wiley for the Chiefs. Okay, guys, so then we've got a Grady Jarrett, Justin Madubuike, Andre Reed, and an Anthony Munoz. Last pack in the booster. The blaster even. Okay, here we go. So we've got DJ Moore, Deron Bland, Josh Jacobs, Jamal Charles, Andre Johnson, DeForest Buckner, Travis Etienne Jr., Zamir White. So another Panthers rookie in this one, Jatavian Sanders, throwback rated rookie for the Panthers. So yeah, it's a Panthers rookie box there. And we've got Isaiah Davis. Although I would say that the best card was that red press proof Drake May. That's a guess. Isaiah Davis there for the Widgets. And Devontae Walker for the Ravens. Alright, cool. I'll do a quick recap on this one, guys. So we've got Jerome Ford, Jaleel McLaughlin, Alex Anzalone, and Eli Manning. Alright, so quick recap. So of the rated rookies, we've got Devontae Walker, Isaiah Davis, Jared Wiley, Jalen Wright, Jace McClellan, Ed Green Cooper, Dylan Loeb, Jermaine Burton, Ben Sinnott, Ryan Flournoy, and Alad McConkey. These are the sort of like the vets, basically. Didn't have many of those. Legend Series Archie Manning, Lamar Jackson, Don Ross throwback. Inserts, we had the Jatavian Sanders rated rookie throwback, the white rookies of Jonathan Brooks, and then the rookie revolution of Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. And then, yeah, so I think I'm right in saying that's probably the best card from the blaster is the Drake May for the Pats. And then a cheeky Prism Blaster. I opened quite a lot of Prism this year. I think a lot more than what we would do, or we have done. Because obviously we got the, I don't think we got many retail boxes last year, I want to say, if any. Must have got a couple. I know we got No Huddle. I don't think we got retail boxes, but we didn't get the like international or Timor as they would have been back empty pack, empty box even. Yeah, we definitely had a lot more Prism retail stuff this year. Okay, guys, here we go. Look for some nice ones. You get like laser parallels and stuff like that out of this one, so that's the main thing that we're looking for. So we've got a Tyler Conklin, Jamal Anderson, and then first rookie is an Ennis Rakestraw Jr. for the Lions. And our first laser, as I mentioned, is a Blake Corum. That's a cool. They are cool, to be fair. I do like them. For the Rams, Blake Corum. We've got the Rams, Jake Martin. So one of our regular Rammers. All right, here we go. Next one, we've got another laser in this one. I think we should get at least one silver card as well. So we've got Jeffrey Simmons, CD Lamb, CJ Stroud. Not a rookie, but we have a Cortland Sutton for the Broncos on the laser parallel. I think one year they did gold lasers, didn't they? Did they do gold lasers or gold ice as well, didn't they? In like the mega boxes, and they were beautiful cards. They were. I really like them. See, these are like kind of like an orangey type of thing, so like good colour match for like the Bengals or something. Keith Byars, Ed Oliver, Terry and Arnold, and have we got a rookie or is it a vet? No, it's a vet, and that is Josh Downs. Sorry, almost missed. Terry and Arnold was a rookie there. Another rookie for the Lions to go with Ennis Rakestraw Jr. So we had a Panthers Donruss rookie box, and then we've had two base rookies for the Lions in this one. So Josh Downs, vet laser parallel for the Colts. That's a kid reporter. I thought we got like a green or something. I was like, you're not supposed to get greens out of this one. So another laser in this one. Lenny Moore, John Elway, Foy Olakun, and a rookie. Oh. So for the Colts of on the laser, just to confirm that is the kid reporter. And then we've got Latu for the Colts on the laser. It is another rookie. So I think you're only supposed to get one rookie laser per box. So we'll take two. Right, 2 packs left. Another laser in this pack as well. So here we go. So we've got a Nick Bosa. We've got DeAndre Swift. Oh, there you go, guys. It's a nice one for the Commanders. It is a base, Jaden Daniels. So still holds some value. That does. I'm probably not as much as during the playoffs, but still some decent momentum being held with him. There you go, Jaden Daniels, base rookie. So going off to Mr. Kirkwood. I think we've done that for you before, haven't we? When you had the, we sent you a base Jaden Daniels or something from prison before. And then we got the laser of George Pickens for the Steelers. All right, cool. So last pack, guys, from this Prison Blaster. So we'll do a little recap of the Prison Blaster, and then we will we'll crack straight into the Encore. So Daniel Jones, we've got the silver in this one, and our insert as well. Daniel Jones, Adrian Peterson, our silver, not a rookie. Is a Bradley Chubb silver for the Dolphins, and then you've got a Prison Break insert for Travis Kelce and the Chiefs. Okay, so Bradley Chubb silver. So not a bad little box, not a bad little blaster there, especially with the Jaden Daniels. So yeah, the base rookies were Jaden Daniels, Terry and Arnold, Ennis Rakestraw Jr. We got the lasers of Latu for the Colts, and then Blake Corum for the Rams. We got the Prison Break Travis Kelce for the Chiefs, the silver Bradley Chubb for the Dolphins, and then we had 3 more lasers. We had a George Pickens for the Steelers, Josh Downs for the Colts, and then Cortland Sutton for the Broncos. So here we go, guys. I don't know how well you can see that, but it looks like the highest numbered cards in this one. So everything in this set appears to be numbered to 199 or less. The variants that we're looking for that are numbered. So base card parallels, we've got silvers, orange, purple, red, blue, gold, neon, and platinum. Base autos are numbered to 199 or less. Rookies, by the looks of it, at most are numbered to 150. Sorry, so base are numbered to 150 as well. And they're silver, orange, purple, red, blue, gold, neon, platinum, rookie autos. And then we've got pinnacle inscriptions, and then Pacific penmanship. It looks like we've got pen pal inscriptions, so that'd be cool. By the numbers, winning materials, atomic jersey, team pinnacle, blueprints, pinnacle express, head to head. Oh god, head to head, that scares me. Is head to head going to be? Hopefully they'll be on the same teams. If not, I'll do a random. Rookie auroras. And where are they? The future is now. Oh, there you go. So you got it's. I think the case it's a Panini Choice, Rookies 2024, and Pinnacle Showcase. I think they're the ultra rares. So that's what we're going to be looking for. But yeah, stunning pen pal inscription jewels. So again, if we hit any jewel autos, hopefully they'll be for the same team and we're not stiffing anybody. But one auto, one mem. And then, yeah, the ultra rare, we've got Panini Choice, Pinnacle Showcase, and much more. So there we go. Always an interesting one, because I do remember I have got in my collection some Pacific cards and Pinnacle cards. They were, I think, more so around at the late 90s, early sort of 2000s, I want to say. As a brand, and obviously Panini must have acquired them as maybe as part of Don Russ or something like that. I'm not even sure, but it's not. They're not brands that they've really used outside of Chronicles. I think we've seen some Pacific and Pinnacle cards in Chronicles in years gone by, and maybe I want to say in Zenith as well. So let's see how this goes. So obviously 60 cards in this box. So 60 cards is very similar to Select and stuff like that. Measure empty box. But yeah, as I say, they're literally around about $200. These boxes are. So we've add VAT and all that bump. We've priced these up at I think 200 a box. That is a very thick pack, so I'm going to pop that. I think that's going to be our mem. So we'll start here. So good luck, everybody. It's satisfying that these packs are more traditional. They feel a bit more waxy, I want to say. So there you go. And they definitely are reminiscent of Pinnacle. No foil on the cards, so they have got that like lower end feel, I guess. But I think Score came out around about 250, but there are 400 cards in that box. So, but obviously we're in full uniforms now as well. So, anyway, Puka Nakua, Brock Purdy, Deshaun Jackson, and then a Drake London. And what's this? This is our first insert. I think it's a rookie. It's a team Pinnacle, and it's a Michael Penix Jr. So it's a QB to start off. And then that is Michael Penix Jr. there on Team Pinnacle. So yeah, it definitely has like kind of like a retro-y kind of thing. That does definitely remind me of what I would think like if I was flicking through and I'd see it like a Pinnacle branded card. That's what it would look like. We've got a rookie here as well, Jonah Ellis. That is a base rookie, I do believe. So interesting that they're in that kind of like a green background. So the Jets rookies are going to look like all fully colour coordinated. But there's a base Jonah Ellis rookie there for the what's that, for the Broncos. Yeah, these cards are really like they're really meaty. Like there's no not like the Don Russ where they're a little bit flimsy. They're very solid packs. When you open a lot of cards, you kind of like notice these things. Jabril Peppers, Christian McCaffrey, Romeo Dubes, Greg Rousseau. We've got a Pinnacle Blueprints of CJ Stroud for the Texans. So that's kind of like part drawn, part photo. So a little bit different. Oh, so it's a vet. So I'll put that there. We've got another rookie of Cade Stover for the Texans. Yeah, definitely like a late 90s card feel, I would say, with these. I'm assuming that's quite deliberate. I'm imagining, I mean, they might obviously do this again next year, but Encore, it sort of indicates like that, it's going to be the last time maybe that we're going to see Pinnacle and Pacific on cards. If Panini still own the license, which they obviously do, and Fanatics have got their license for 20 years, but Fanatics aren't going to probably buy Pinnacle or anything from Panini unless they buy Panini themselves. Ty Spears, Marcus Mariota, sorry. Javonte Williams, Justice Hill. Insert is a Team Pinnacle. So that is Michael Irving. I'm going all Rick and Morty there with the pickles. I don't know why that's Team Pinnacle. I'm almost there, aren't I? If you take the middle bit out, you could say it's pickle. Just not even close, is it? Michael Irving there for the Cowboys. Oh dear. And then this time we've got a Dylan Laub rookie for the Raiders. So we definitely had a Dylan Laub rookie earlier on. I want to say in Don Russ. Not a rookie that I've pulled lots of cards for this year, I would say. So empty pack. So then Devonta Smith, Wandale Robinson, Evan Engram, and there you go, guys, straight in with the auto there, and that is a Cortland Sutton autograph for the Broncos. I'm going to assume it's not numbered. Oh, it is numbered. Sorry, 179 of 199. And did not. You see, in years gone by, Panini used to like reverse the autos. They used to like have them facing the opposite way, so it was easier to find. And now they just pop straight out. That's a Christian McCaffrey Pinnacle Blueprint. So I'll pop that up with the CJ Stroud that we got earlier. There we go. And then a Jermaine Burton Pinnacle rookie there for the Bengals. Need to open up another pack of top loaders. Do bear with. Oops. So yeah, we're looking forward to I thought that we had a nice Jaden for you as well. It just stuck in my brain that we got a nice enough Jaden for you in the past, Dave. But yeah, Optic next. So obviously one of the big releases of the year. So, like I say, me and John probably won't get to break any boxes of that, but whatever we do have will be broke, as I say, by Elliot. As I say, definitely one box, but it depends if anybody buys the rest of our spare boxes and stuff off of us or not, but we'll see. Nakobe Dean, C.D. Lamb, Isaac Pacheco. This one looks like it's going to be a parallel of some sort. That is a Rashid a Rashid Shaheed for the Saints, and that is like an orange, I would suggest, and that's 21 of 99 there for the Saints. So that's our first numbered card, at least. Then we've got a Future is Now Pacific branded card. Yeah, and these definitely are like proper retro feeling cards, because that is like an insert straight from the 90s, I would say. Bijan Robinson, The Future is Now for the Falcons. And then we've got a rookie for the Pats, and that is Javon Baker. Yeah, these cards, this is how they need to do packs, because these packs are a lot easier to open than like Don Ross and stuff like that are quite flaky. And Mike Evans, Kyron Williams, Dalton Schultz. Another numbered card, this time for the Colts, is Anthony Richardson, and it is like a purple. And that is number 12 of 75. Even having like the numbering on the back of the card feels quite like retro on these. With them being paper, like a paper product, like there's no chrome or foil on there. Normally, those types of products have like the numbering on there, but a lot of my older cards have numbering on the back. But that's maybe just me overthinking it. We've got another Future is Now insert, this time of Brock Purdy. So that can go up alongside Bijan Robinson. So they were both, I think, 2022 rookies, weren't they? Obviously, Purdy definitely was, and I think Bijan was as well. So it's interesting they put them together in the same set. We've got a Chris Braswell rookie. What's that for the Bucks? Yeah, for the Bucks. There we go. Pack. We've got a D-Hop for the Chiefs. A Derek Carr for the Saints. Tyson Bagent for the Bears. Chuba Hubbard. And then is this going to be numbered? What's this? Oh, cool. So it's just an insert, but that is a Xavier Worthy rookie Aurora, and that is obviously a Pacific kind of design there. Yeah, the cards. These are even. I think the card stock feels a bit glossy and old. It's really strange opening it. It really is. But rookie Aurora, Xavier Worthy, insert Pacific on the Pacific there. Next up is our rookies Mason Smith, and that is for the Jags. So 3 packs left, guys, and I'm going to put my house that bottom card is going to be our relic, and I do hope it's a nice one. So how many numbered cards have we had so far? Is it 2, maybe? Because we're supposed to have 4 numbered cards in this empty pack. There comes one, I think. So Brian Robinson Jr., Trayvon Walker, T. Higgins, and then we've got this Dalton Schultz. Looks like an orange, so that is out of 21 of 49, guys. So for the Texans, Dalton Schultz. So that's our lowest numbered card, I think, from this box now. Would be nice to get one a little bit lower. But we should have one more numbered card due. There we go. Saquon Barkley Team Pinnacle for the Eagles, of course, now. Super Bowl winning Eagles. And there we go, guys. So for the Commanders, we've got Jaden Daniels. So not bad. They aren't numbered, but we obviously there's a rookie per pack, and I can't imagine they're gonna, unless they've got Encore retail, which would be unusual. We've got Jaden Daniels for the Commanders there as a base rookie, so Commanders doing okay. There we go, so X pack. So here we go. Is this going to be? Looks like we've got another purple, so that should be numbered. Stefan Gilmore, Darren Payne, Lamar Jackson, and then it is a rookie. It's a Trey Benson rookie. Is he a Buck or a Falcon? No, a Cardinal neither. And that is numbered 33 of 75. Trey Benson rookie. Looks like a purple rookie, I would say. I've got a head-to-head. I've got a head-to-head, guys, and it is different. It is different teams. So, spitting feathers. So we've got a head-to-head insert, which is between the 49ers, which is Grant Coombs, and the Bengals, which is Jack Best. And that's a head-to-head Joe Montana and Boomer Esiason insert. Don't think it's numbered. I'll check. No, not numbered. So I'll do a little random for that at the end. But we've only got one pack left anyway. Next one is a Malik Neighbours there for the Giants. And our final pack, which will be our relic card. Here we go. Here we go. Empty pack. Right, so we got a Nick Bosa, Christian Watson, and a David Njoku. Back card, we got a rookie of Xavier Legette. And then a rookie, Aurora of Rome Odunze. And then what we got? So it looks like it's this way. So in a comic jersey for the New Orleans Saints of Drew Brees. And that again is such a vintage looking jersey card. That is quite scary. How that looks like. Numbered 183 of 199 there. So Drew Brees for the Saints on the relic card at the end. Atomic jersey. So not really sure why they call it atomic jersey. That's a bit of a weird one, because it is a very it's not like atomic makes me think of like nuclear and all that kind of stuff. So I would have thought it'd be a bit more like different colours, maybe, like, or a bit more. I don't know. I don't even know actually. Right then, I'll do the head-to-head random and do a little recap in just a second. Oh God, there we go. Roma Dunze, rookie Aurora, and then Xavier Legette. For Panthers. So there we go, guys. So that's our first look at Encore. So it definitely is priced at that like lower end, definitely, but at least it is like what do we want to say? It's sort of like obviously a lower end set at that. So it is the right price point. It's got your numbered bits and bobs in there, a few like rookies and stuff like that. Obviously, very old looking kind of designs and things like that. So it's an interesting one. But right then, so we've got Xavier Legette, Malik Neighbours, Jaden Daniels, Mason Smith, Chris Braswell, Javon Baker, Jermaine Burton, Dylan Laub, Kate Stover, and Jonah Ellis. But I really do hope that Panini kind of keeps the level of integrity next year when it's their final year of licensing for 2025. I'd hope they don't do too many sets, because we're really going to struggle next year if they do that, because the rookie class isn't quite as exciting as this year's. And then we've got Brock Purdy, the future is now. Bijan Robinson, the future is now. Team Pinnacle, Saquon Barkley, and Team Pinnacle, Michael Irving. Pinnacle Blueprints, Christian McCaffrey, and the Pinnacle Blueprints, CJ Stroud. Then we've got a Roma Dunze rookie Aurora, Xavier Worthy rookie Aurora, and then a Michael Penix Jr. Team Pinnacle. Our numbered cards, we did get our 4. We got this sort of plum kind of colour, Trey Benson, rookie, numbered out 75. Then we've got a Dalton Schultz on the red kind of border for the Texans, which is numbered out 49, 21 of 49. We got this sort of plummy kind of colour, Anthony Richardson for the Colts, numbered out 75. And then we got the kind of orange border, Rashid Shaheed, numbered out 99. As I say, that atomic jersey was our relic for Drew Brees and the Saints. And then Cortland Sutton was our Broncos auto. I will just do this random for this. What's it? I'll pop the link to this. As I say, it's between the 49ers and the Bengals. So let's just bring up random. There we go. No props, Wendy. Thank you for partaking. It's quite, as I say, it's an interesting product if you like the kind of the older kind of one. I mean, I've heard people say that they think that next year, all the sets that they used to be in Chronicles, all the little funny subsets and stuff, will have their own products and stuff like that, and they'll do a lot of releases on that basis. It'd be amazing if they do, because their print capacity was nowhere near what it should have been, and that was what caused a lot of product delays last year. So let's see. Okay, so we're just going to go Bengals. And we've got 49ers. Okie dokie. Right. So it's going to be rolled 5 times. Good. So let's get going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that means that the 49ers are going to get it. So congrats to the 49ers and Grant Coombs. You're going to get that head-to-head. There you go. Enter head to head goes to oh my days. There we go. Let's just get my days. Now, not Grant Room. Honestly, there we go. He's there. Grant Coombs, thank you. So there we go. Excellent. Thanks ever so much anyway, guys. So that is that. Keep your eyes open for our next break of Encore. Like I say, it will be a nice and cheap one. I don't know whether John will do it as a pick one, get one, or similar to me as PYT. We'll see. But anyway, guys, take care, and we'll see you again soon.